There are mule deer all over across the western U.S. It's their native habitats, and the Mule Deer Foundation strives to work with anybody, whether they're private landowners, state agencies, or federal agencies. Whoever's got the habitat out there, we want to work with them. And this place that we've been hunting on the last couple of days is just a prime example of when good management is put into place, when the land is managed in a way to be productive, and when you can manage the harvest like they're able to do here, you can end up with some spectacular bucks.
Being involved with MDF, I've been a board member now for over 7 years, and being with MDF, I really didn't have the understanding of Mule Deer Foundation and what pushes Mule Deer Foundation and what they actually do. Getting involved made me very aware of the important work that they do for conservation and establishing a stronghold for this species.
We've got a strong history at the Mule Deer Foundation of bringing the next generation of hunters, or even new hunters, regardless of their age, into the fold of hunting and enjoying this resource. And we know how important that is, not only so that people care about the resource because they're out there and enjoying it, but it's also important for the funding of wildlife conservation. As a wildlife biologist, a trained wildlife biologist, what I am passionate about most is getting out there and turning the dirt, and putting a project on the ground and seeing that. But what I've learned over the course of my 25-year career in wildlife conservation is that the stroke of a pen can be way more powerful than any project that you can do on the ground. If we don't have the public policies in place, if we don't have the funding flowing to the agencies and the NGOs to put that work on the ground, we can't maximize our efforts and we can't be effective. So MDF puts a lot of focus on the advocacy part of this as well. There's a lot of work that needs to be done for mule deer and black-tailed deer. Some places they're doing okay, and other places we're seeing declines in those populations. The state agencies, federal agencies, and private landowners can do a lot of it on their own, and they do. They do a great job. But without the Mule Deer Foundation, I don't believe that they can do it at the scale they need to. A lot of the work needs to be done across boundaries. Mule Deer Foundation helps put that work together across the boundaries. We bring matching dollars in that help the money that the state agencies or the federal agencies have go further.
He's done. He's done.
The advocacy work that we do at the Mule Deer Foundation, particularly at the federal level, make sure that our federal agencies, the BLM, the Forest Service, our partner agencies, have the funding and the tools that they need to be able to do the work on the ground. We're able to help increase capacity where they may not have it, and bring talents to their workforce or that complements their workforce to get more work done. And so while mule deer conservation and black-tailed deer conservation can go on without the Mule Deer Foundation, I don't think it would ever be as effective as it can be if you've got Mule Deer Foundation there being the glue that helps pull it all together. The Mule Deer Foundation is just a great organization to belong to. We work on every aspect of mule deer, black-tailed deer, the conservation of their habitat. There's no organization that does what we do at the scale that we do. And the passion of our volunteers is unmatched by any other organization that's out there. The Mule Deer Foundation does a lot of good work, but we are a membership-based organization. And if we don't have members helping us with the fundraising and contributing money to us, we can't do the work. So why should somebody be a member? We're doing work that's important to them, and we need people to be part of that. My goal is to maintain that family-like atmosphere with this, because I believe when you've got a bunch of passionate people pulling together towards the same end goal, this organization, any organization, is unstoppable. I look forward to having a long career here and really taking it to the next level. We've got a lot to do to tell our story so that people know the work that we're doing. There's also great opportunities out there with a lot of willing partners to put good landscape scale work together to make a difference for this resource. For me personally, it's important to be able to play a role in perpetuating what I've enjoyed and making sure that there's wild places, wild lands, wild critters out there for future generations to enjoy. My daughters especially, but for everybody out there. Giving back to what I have been fortunate enough to enjoy is super important to me. I'm Joel Pedersen, the President and CEO of the Mule Deer Foundation.